KPFB Berkeley. We have Koya Webb, the legendary yoga instructor in LA. Fabulous. You guys see her right here. So make sure you're asking questions as we're having a conversation with her today. Koya, thank you for coming out today.
Thank you for having me.
Of
I'm
course.
so excited to be here.
Yeah. So tell our viewers a little bit about your background in yoga and how it's affected your life.
Well, my background is I started when I had a track and field injury, and I thought my career was over.
Wow.
And
Would you run in track and field?
I did the heptathlon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so she
High
was about
jump.
it.
A
Yeah.
little bit extra. High jump, long jump, shot put, javelin, 100 hurdles, 200 dash, and 800 run.
Come on.
Yeah.
There's nothing that she couldn't conquer, y'all.
You're so kind.
So after you faced the injury, you start getting into yoga.
So I went to a yoga class,
Okay.
my first yoga class, and I couldn't even touch my toes. And if you guys see my Instagram, I can definitely touch my toes now.
Yeah.
And I remember trying to do a headstand for the first time, and I felt like my brain was gonna ooze out the top of my spine.
All the blood was rushing to your
I was
head.
like, this is not for me. Like people must have like lead heads. Like how can they stand on their head?
Yeah.
And now I can stand on my head for like
Ever?
minutes.
Yeah.
And so anyway, the teacher came to me and she told me to breathe. And when I connected to my breath, yoga started becoming more and more doable. And I stopped worrying about the poses, just worried about my breathing and breathing through the poses. And after a year, I completely healed my body.
Wow. So she healed herself through yoga, y'all. So do you say you found like a spiritual connection through yoga?
I definitely did. When I
Okay.
took that first breath, I felt spirit. I was like, and I remember feeling that feeling when I was 12 and I got baptized because I was like, oh, well, I think that's the Holy Spirit. I think I'm supposed to get baptized now.
Yeah, exactly.
So I did that, and then when I was in college, you know how you get busy. You're just kind of doing your thing. And you know, I definitely wouldn't say I would go to church every Sunday, but I didn't have that deep spiritual connection where it's like I'm listening to my soul and allowing my soul to guide me until I started going to yoga.
Wow. So how often do you do yoga now?
Every day.
Every day.
Yoga and meditation every day. If I don't get a full flow, I at least move my body or at least do meditation.
So those, for our viewers out there that, you know, think they can't do yoga or see people doing all these crazy poses that they see on Instagram and stuff, where would you tell them to start? How would you say to start that particular journey in their life?
I would say start on my YouTube. You know, I have a YouTube channel. We have some poses out there. You could try the it's made for beginners.
Okay.
I have some hardcore ones on there too.
Beginners,
So
I'll be
if
taking
it
that
says
class.
hit, it's going to be a little bit hard. But I also have some beginner flows on there.
Okay.
They're only 30 minutes, and I would say just start right there, or start with meditation, where you're just sitting and breathing and listening to your breath and just finding that connection to spirit.
I was about to say, I love that she brought that up. So, how important is meditation in your daily life?
It's important. It's just as important as breathing.
Okay.
Because it is breathing.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like you just want to make that connection and feel what it feels like to not have all of these outward impressions on your life. You know, we have TV, we have our phones, we have our jobs, we have our families. Even things that we love and love us is still impressing on us every minute of the day. But when you close your eyes and listen to your breath, you're connecting to your soul. And you're going to allow your soul to guide your path through life with your family, with your significant other, with your job, everything.
So how do you let that spirit like guide you throughout the day? Because that's kind of a huge thing, as our viewers know, on my particular journey. Like 4 years ago, I was 80 pounds overweight.
Wow.
I was still working a 9 to 5, and something had to change. I had a health scare where my life did a complete 180. I woke up in the hospital, you know, almost suffering from what I thought was a massive heart attack, which the doctors later told me that no, it wasn't. So that made me understand that I never want to have a heart attack, and made me more aware of taking care of my body, you know, taking care of self. Because once we take care of self, then we're allowed to be one with others, you know? But so many of us, like you said, have these outside influences that don't allow us to focus on oneself. And that's so important these days.
So important.
Yeah. So right now, you're doing your yoga classes and everything. What's the future of what you're doing, Koya? Because you're doing so many amazing things. What do you envision yourself doing in the next year or so?
I'm releasing a song.
Wow. Okay.
First song. Thank
Uh-oh.
you.
Guys, look, she got, what is this? You ordered this. This looks
You
so
are golden.
She's golden.
It's what's called golden milk.
Oh, okay.
And it's almond milk and turmeric and lots of love.
Lots of love. Guys, we're actually having a brunch. Would you call this brunch? We're having a brunch over at Cafe Gratitude in Beverly Hills in between our classes. So, you know, we're hanging out real quick, giving you a brief interview with her today. Today, another topic I want to talk to Koya about is actually the food that you put in your body.
Well, I'm completely plant-based, and I have been.
High five, me too.
Thank you. How long?
2 years.
2 years. So yeah, it'll be 13 years in March 25th for me. So I'm really excited, and I feel like, you know, when you're not putting low vibrational foods into your body, you become lighter, you become more aware and able even to talk to your spirit, because when we have those low vibrational foods in our body, it causes different acid and inflammation and mucus, and then we have different diseases or health scares because of that. But when you're eating cleaner and you're eating high vibrational foods, electric foods, then you feel more vibrant, you feel good. So I mean, I'm gonna eat this way for the rest of my life.
Your spirit's allowed to speak to you like that.
Yeah.
How did it get introduced to you? Because I wasn't born into lifestyle. It sounds like you weren't born into lifestyle.
No, I was Southern. I ate everything. I ate like,
come on.
You don't even want to know.
Yeah, but
Pork, chicken, fish,
man,
all the things. And I'm a foodie too. I'm still a foodie. Actually.
Yeah.
I still love food. I just want to eat food that loves me back.
Exactly.
And a lot
that
of people
serves
have
purpose.
it serves purpose. And a lot of people have a bad relationship with food because, you know, we like, I love that mac and cheese, I love that barbecue pulled pork, but you know, it's affecting our body in a negative way. It's causing congestive heart failure. It's causing like all these things that we don't want.
Yeah. So what kind of introduced you to the lifestyle? Because, you know, a lot of people have seen the documentaries lately, like What the Hell, Fork Over Knives. Like, what was your point where you're like, oh my God, I need this in my life? Or who introduced it to you?
Well, I was introduced by one of my clients. His name is Marcos Moet. And
shout out Marcos.
Shout out Marcos. He was vegetarian.
Okay.
And he had this restaurant slash shopping center called Ranchos in San Diego. And I was just like, I want to make food, but at the time, like, I traveled away from home. I separated my boyfriend because he didn't want to come. And so I didn't have anyone to make food for. And I'm kind of one of those people that I don't cook enough for myself. I always want to share it with someone. So it's like, I don't have anyone to cook for. He's like, well, you can come to my restaurant and cook for us. You know, I was like, I don't know about that. Let me check it out though. He's like, well, basically it's not in the restaurant like back. Like, it's actually in the store part, making for sale raw and vegan treats and at that time, raw vegan treats for the customers. He's like, I don't have anyone to make the raw stuff. I was like, well, I can make anything. I'll try this raw thing out. And so I tried it, and I went vegetarian right away because I started reading the books. The Mucusless Diet was one of my first books. Queen of Fua, Heal Thyself.
Make sure you guys are writing these down.
Yeah, Queen of Fua, the Mucusless Diet were some of the first ones I read. Rainbow Green Life Food Cuisine by Gabriel Cousins. So I started reading the books, like, oh my God, like, we're eating death. Like, we are like not good. I had no idea. So I was like, okay, well, I'm at least go vegetarian. I was eating eggs and fish because I was like, I gotta have my protein because I was an athlete. I was still training. And then I met this track athlete. His name was Bill Moore, and he like had your kind of physique. And I was like, whoa. And he told me he was vegan. I was like, oh.
Did you know what vegan was at that time?
No, I didn't really. Well, I knew it was like, I knew it was no animal, but I didn't understand the whole lifestyle of like the clothing and things like that.
Because that was huge for me, because when somebody asked me, I was at the barbershop, I tell this story all the time. I was at the barbershop and the guy was like, hey, I just went vegan 2 months ago. What can you tell me, you know, because I'm training right now. And I was like, he put me on the spot in front of everybody. I was like, you know, we don't talk about that in our community, so I didn't have no idea. But it made me want to do some research on it. And once I was doing the research, I was going through my spiritual transformation, and I tried it for 30 days, and that clarity, that awakening just happened, and it was like, I could never see myself going back.
Wow.
So everything, everything's connected. So right now, what's some suggestions to people out there? Because so many people in our community, you know, they're looking for information online or books to read. What are a couple of resources that you can give our viewers about, you know, if they're interested in the lifestyle stuff that interests you, or what they can find.
Okay, well, I definitely recommend, Googling Dr. Savy. Like I just started this company with a friend, a mentor of mine. His name is Cameron Moore, and he has this company called Beyond Vegan. So I'm always trying to elevate, and you can be vegan and still eat unhealthy. You can eat like vegan donuts and cakes and not necessarily eat plant-based. That sounds like I'm plant-based. I'm not just vegan, I'm plant-based. Like I believe in eating fruits and vegetables, you know?
I was gonna say that's huge, y'all, because so many people just think they use the word vegan that they're healthy, and that's not always true.
Right, you really have to eat fruits and vegetables, high vibrational food. And so with them, they eat non-hybrid, no soy, no dairy. And I'll still do it when I go out to eat, like have whatever I like. But I'm making my home, I always say, make your home as clean and as optimal as perfect. Then when you want to go out and have fun, have fun with their family.
I was gonna say, is that how you get that beautiful complexion that she has?
You.
Guys, she is glowing. Like her skin is flawless.
Oh, you're so kind.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Has your skin always been like that? Or did
No,
you start seeing...
it's always been okay, but usually once a month I have breakouts, around my cycle, and then once a year I would come out with a face rash. Yeah. And so now that I've been eating cleaner, I don't have that. I'll still every now and then once a month have a breakout, but not a breakout, like a pimple. Yeah. But it's really nice. I mean, drinking a lot of water and eating clean foods is where it's at.
Yeah. So, was there any other, because you were telling us the different sources that they can find the information?
So you can find, you can look on my website. Some of my favorite books is Anthony Williams. He has The Medical Medium, Life-Changing Foods, and Thyroid Healing. They're some of the best, simplest, easy books so that you can get the information on how food can heal your life. Like, food can really heal your life. And then I have a book out that it's a 28-day plant-based nutrition plan. If you sign up for my email list, you can get it at koyawebb.com. So it's free. Yeah. And it's usually I've sold it for $29.99. I think I put it on sale one time for $19.99. But it's gonna be free when you sign up for my email list at koyawebb.com.
So y'all can afford free. I don't want to hear no excuses why you don't go check out this particular book.
Free is affordable.
Yeah, free is definitely affordable, y'all. And I thank you for creating that book, because that's inspiring more people in our community just to get the access to the knowledge.
Absolutely.
And it's so funny because when I started the journey 2 years ago, I found myself, a lot of resistance. A lot of people around me are like, what are you doing? Why are you going vegan? We don't eat like that. And now, since I've been doing it for 2 years, now more people are like, wow. Where do I start? Yeah, like, where do I start? They want to be a part of it, or at least get more information. And that's why we kind of created this channel, and this is why we talk about this on the radio station, to share other people's stories, because everybody has a story to tell, and it's going to influence somebody out there. It's somebody that's going to hear Koya's story and say, man, she inspires me. I want to be a yoga master like her, a yoga guru. Yeah. So, right now, besides the book, are you coming out with any other books or any other projects?
I'm actually working on a huge book right now. I don't think I can say it quite yet because I still got
You won't tell nobody.
Contract. But I'm working on a big, just motivational book. Okay. And then I'm working on a guide with the electric diet that I was telling you about. So the 28-day detox is like vegan, plant-based vegan, super clean, and then electric is going to be it's going to be more of a healing diet. So people that are going through, congestive heart failure, diabetes, cancer, any disease is going to be something that will help you heal.
Yeah. Something that's all plaguing our community. We all know somebody, a family member, a friend that currently has those conditions. You know what I'm saying? It's like every time I do one of my talks and ask that question, people raise their hand. You see every hand in the room go up.
Now they can heal.
Yeah, now they can heal without having to take the insulin and all these medications and stuff like that. They can heal through Mother Nature.
Yeah, the body can heal itself.
The way
we have miraculous bodies. The fact that we can put it through this much and still get it back is like huge.
Yeah.
The body can heal itself, and it's like the pills, they only work with the symptoms. They don't work with making your body strong enough to start to heal itself. But with herbs and with living foods and electric foods, your body has the tools it needs to heal itself. But if you're just taking a pill, it's like, okay, my stomach hurts, so I'm gonna take this pill to make my stomach stop hurting. But your stomach is hurting for a reason. Yeah. When our stomach hurts, it's like our body talks to us, and we have to listen to it. Thank you. Ooh, it looks so good.
Guys, you gotta take a look at this. This is so amazing. What did you order today?
I ordered trusting.
She's feeling trusting today.
I forgot what it was. He ordered it for me. It's barbecue, tempeh, avocado, scallions, some yummy toast.
Something that looks so amazing. And I ordered the Peaceful. We're over here at Cafe Gratitude. Shout out Cafe Gratitude.
Smashed avocado toast.
Ooh, man, this is the fuel she's talking about, y'all. I'm gonna be running around town today. They have me all over LA doing our interviews, hanging out, having fun, spreading the knowledge. And when's your next yoga class?
My next yoga class is in 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
12:30 at the Grove.
12:30 at the Grove.
I don't even know if I can eat that fast.
Ooh, hopefully. So, do you ever plan on coming out to the Bay Area and doing the yoga classes? I mean, our viewers out there
I will
want to
be
see
in the
Koya Webb.
Redlands.
Okay.
The Redlands at 440 University. So if you click the link in my bio on Instagram or look at my events on my website, then you'll see that. You should totally come out to that.
Yeah.
It's all about get loved up and self-love. So once I learned how to take care of myself and love myself through yoga meditation, I created this company called Get Loved Up. It's love yourself, love others, love the planet. When you love yourself, you have so much energy, so much more energy to love others and take care of the planet. But if you're sick and hurting, you don't have the capacity.
You're just fighting for yourself at that point. So when is this event that you guys are having in the Redlands?
I think it's April, the last weekend in April.
We got Frank out there. What's up, Frank?
Hey.
Frank said come in August. Frank actually puts an event together in Oakland. Is that what you're talking about, Frank? Your event, the fitness event?
Send me an email if there are any events you guys want me to do. Just send me an email or message me on Instagram. That's what Kat did.
Yeah.
And we're able to get together. I'm always looking to support the community and do what I can in the community.
Man, Frank is a wonderful trainer out in the Bay Area. He's putting together these events, so the people can come together and feel the energy, because sometimes, we think of working out as something being tedious and something I don't want to do, but once you get yourself around a great group of people and feel that energy and motivated and have other people cheering you on, it's a whole different atmosphere sometimes,
Are you going to pray for my food?
Oh, I already did. As soon as it came.
Oh, I got to pray. We got to pray for the people.
Okay. Pray for the people? All right.
Yeah, they got to
Okay, let's
inspire. We're going to hold hands?
do it. Let's do it the right way.
How we do it in the South?
Okay.
You going to pray?
After you, knock it out.
I'm praying? Okay. We're so grateful for this amazing food that we have in front of us. We're grateful for this amazing community we have in front of us. We're grateful for each other, that we're both shining our light to make this world a better place. And so it is. Amen.
Amen. Man, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Man, thank you so much. Right now, today, I appreciate you coming out to.
Look, it's raining.
It is raining. Hold on, let's show the viewers.
So much.
Viewers, she came out in the rain, in the middle of the rain. But it's so beautiful out here still. In Southern California, it's actually a lot warmer than the Bay Area, especially when it gets cold. Like the other week we had the rain and it was actually hailing. Like it looked like snow coming down. So you guys actually, it's raining out here, but it's like 60 degrees.
And I did not bring my wearing coat, so that's gonna be interesting.
But you got your hoodie on. You still good?
I definitely wore the hoodie for that reason, because I knew it was gonna rain today. But I figured I wouldn't get dripping wet before my class. But
Yeah.
looks like I'm gonna.
So, one last thing that I want to talk to you about. I know you're enjoying your brunch real quick in between classes. Why do you feel it's so important to, what does health really mean to you at the end of the day? How do you identify with health? That's why we call the show Health Matters. How does health matter to you?
Well, health to me is just finding out how you can keep your mind, your body, and your soul in a high vibration. Because there's so many things that can bring you down, and it's like, what is healthy? What isn't healthy? You have to look at it like that, because there are different levels of healthy. If a person is not eating processed food, that's a level of healthy. If a person is eating plant-based, that's a level of healthy. If they're eating more fruits and nuts, there's so many levels of health. It's more you talking to yourself and saying, what's not healthy for me? Like some people could say, TV is healthy or social media is healthy, and some people might say it's unhealthy. Well, it really depends on a specific person. If it takes you out of this vibration of love, then it's unhealthy for you. And if it's in the vibration of love, then it's healthy. It don't matter whether it's TV, it don't matter whether it's party, it don't matter whether it's food, drinking, whatever. If somehow you can stay in that vibration of love, that's health. If you're outside of that, if you're fear, judgment, doubt, worries, all of those, then it's not healthy.
Yeah. So what I took from that is you gotta stay in a loving place. You have to make sure that
Stay
it's
in
coming.
love.
Yes, it's coming from the heart. Whatever you do in life, if you feel compromised at all, and it's not coming from a loving place, it's gonna bring your vibration down. It's not gonna let you walk through your true purpose. And that also goes with people, because a lot of times we sacrifice our happiness for other people, and don't understand that. Guess what? That's just bringing the whole community down at the end of the day. Because if I'm not working at my highest vibration, I can't help others to work at their highest vibration. So, man, I thank you so much. We're gonna wrap this up so you can enjoy your meal, so we can get you to your next. So, guys, make sure you tune in every Sunday to 89.3 Health Matters at 2 p.m. Health Matters. At the end of the day, that's all it is. Health does matter. So tune in every Sunday at 2 p.m. For more content, make sure you go to our Facebook page, Health Matters, and we'll see you soon.